The Cheating Death Podcast is a comedy, random, and truth-seeking podcast containing information, subject matter, and language that may not be suitable for all listeners. Your discretion is advised. If you have any questions, email us at thecheatingdeathpodcast@gmail.com. On today's episode of the Cheating Death Podcast, we discuss Area 51, one of the most greatest scientific anomalies ever known to man. We also give you a new Annihilation Announcement and a joke of the episode. So without further ado, grab yourself a blanket that is cozy and warm, get your coffee, and put your feet up and let us tell you how you can cheat death. This is your news anchor, the Cleric of Chaos, and this is your Annihilation Announcement. The slings and the arrows of the mired beast known as Area 51 have led many an American to speculate exactly what is going on within the facilities. It is obviously not known, and there's obviously top-level security clearances in order to make your way onto the base. But we must ask ourselves, what about the dudes in the trucks that hang out waiting for people to become trespassers? What about that shoot on sight, the lethal authorization? The truth is that in actuality, we don't really know. We're not entirely sure. But what we can do is we can move forward and we can find a different way to figure it out. This has been your news anchor, the Cleric of Chaos, and this has been your Annihilation Announcement. Willkommen, meine Freunde. Guten Morgen, guten Tag, eine gute Nacht. Ist deine Reisende, deine Ausländer, deine Allesfresser, deine Cleric of Chaos. Area 51, a location deep within the Nevada desert, not too far away from Las Vegas, Nevada, and a stone's throw away from the town known as Rachel, Nevada. Area 51 has been widely speculated to hold government secrets, international areas of interest, and even space information. Ooh, it's a spooky time. And in reality, Area 51 is known as being one of the primary testing grounds for the U.S. military's new fighter jets, both like the F-35 and the F-15 when they first came out. But what is its true purpose? What is its true nature? That to which we do not know. For anyone inside the facility and whom has worked there, visited there, to visit a colleague, as rare as that is, have been sworn to secrecy. Your standard non-disclosure agreement does not apply here, for this is a non-disclosure agreement of the highest order. One that will most likely mean death if you reveal secrets. For it is considered treason to reveal the nature of Area 51 to us laymen's, to us plebeians. But a lot of people have come to their own conclusions as to what exactly Area 51 is, what it represents, what type of activity is being carried out there. And some of the answers that are provided may indeed be shocking to some, but in the realm of science fiction and in the realm of complete horror and calamity completed on a daily basis throughout history, it doesn't seem that odd that Area 51 would exist. Area 51, designated as a government secret research testing facility in the 1940s and 50s. Most would be aware of the Roswell, New Mexico incident of 1947, where it was alleged that a farmer witnessed a flying saucer crash into his field. It was at this time that Area 51 started to become well known, for it was these quote-unquote remains of the quote-unquote alien that were taken to this facility in order to be evaluated and identified as to whether or not it was indeed a flying saucer or whether it was just a new weather balloon coming in from out of the sky. The information and data from those reports all the way back to 1947 are still not declassified. The information in which most people would seek as it pertains to the overall understanding of Area 51 is still kept behind a brick wall, so to speak. So when we take this into consideration, and we understand that Area 51 is a research testing facility run by the United States military and the United States government, and that there are dudes sitting inside of trucks just outside of the fucking border of Area 51, you gotta know, nothing good's happening there, obviously. The vast majority of the individuals in whom work there more than likely have sold their souls long ago. And when we take it into consideration, and we understand the implications that the work at Area 51 has on both the United States of America and the world as a whole, we need to look into ourselves to ask ourselves why this type of research is needed. Why is it that we need to have numerous military sites that purposefully conduct borderline espionage-related activity, allegedly, and would allow themselves to be part of what most would consider an evil situation, an evil paradigm? Well, the answer is simple, dear listeners. These people have families too. And the niche industry that is nuclear physics and conspiratorial information acquisition, there's really not going to be that much of a choice for some people in whom make this their career. However, Area 51 is still treated very positively by a lot of people, taking it to parody. It's been parodied in a couple of movies, video games, books. It's an American foundation at this point, and whether or not we ever find out what truly goes on there remains to be seen. What are your thoughts on Area 51? Email us at thecheatingdeathpodcast@gmail.com. At the top of the program, we promised you another top 5 list. So given it is the holiday season, we figured we'd give you our top 5 holiday apparel list. Coming in at number 5, we have the Frosty the Snowman slippers. Coming in at number 4, we have the fake Santa beard. Coming in at number 3, we have the reindeer ears. Coming in at number 2, we of course have the ever so lovely Christmas puffy pants. The ones that look like parachute pants from the 90s. And lastly, but definitely not least, coming in at number 1 is any Christmas sweater made by your grandmother. What is your top 5? Email us at thecheatingdeathpodcast@gmail.com. Today's joke has been brought to you by the Cleric of Chaos. There's a lot of jokes out there, a lot of different topics and a lot of different genres, and somebody asked me if I'd write an Alzheimer's joke. And I said, forget it. Looking at Area 51 from a broad perspective, we understand that there are a litany of covert operations taking place at this base. How and why it has been discovered and allowed to be as publicly available information as it is in terms of its very existence still causes some to scratch the head a little bit. We understand that Area 51 is indeed a top secret location within the Nevada desert, but what we do not know is what dwells within. Many have said before, few have confirmed, but that is up to you, dear listener. Thank you for tuning in today. Take care of yourselves and each other. The Cheating Death Podcast is brought to you by Nacht dem Leben, CRDBC, Chaos Run Records, and CR Deutschland. We are available on all podcasting platforms. If you'd like to support the program, you may do so at the links in the episode description with a one-time donation, a monthly subscription, or if you'd like to book a music lesson, link tr.ee/Cleric of Chaos. Please visit our friends of the program within the links at the episode's description. Give them all a follow on social media. And if you or anyone you know is experiencing psychiatric duress, call 1-800-273-8255 or dial 988 from your mobile phone in the US or Canada. And if you're experiencing domestic violence, call 1-800-799-7233. If you're looking at adopting a playful puppy or a cute kitten, please visit your local animal adoption rescue center. And remember, there is no road that gives you all the answers. What is required is that you at least know how to start and you build your foundation from there. Remember, we're pulling for you. We're all in this together.